Today we are going to be reviewing LP Karim Benzema. A lot of talk has been centered around this Benzema being 5-star, and you guys should know the importance of 5-star when it comes to attacking. You know, there are useful skills like the scoop turn, the Bolasi turn, the rainbow is useful. You know, these are skills that is very precious to me, at least when it comes to attacking, and it forms a big part of my attacking repertoire. So let's now start by looking at his stats. My impression of Benzema is like he's a jack of all trades and a master of none. Alright, so let's see whether that's reflected in his game stats. So his strength is 78, that is surprisingly low. Decent pace, I would say. 85 sprint is not very fast by today's standard. Acceleration is 86, also not very high by today's standard. Dribbling is considered low, 82, but ball control is high, 90. Alright, give it to him. His finishing is good as well, 88. His shot power is there, but his heading is surprisingly low. I thought he would be good in the air, but his positioning is good as well. From his game stats, it seems he seemed to be more like a fox in the box kind of striker, alright? So his reaction is good, and his jump is low as well. That's surprising for someone his height, because generally the super tall players have low jump, but he's only 187, not very short lah, to be honest, above average lah, but his jump is only 77. His balance is also very low, so that might pose a bit of a problem. And what else is a free kick, and basically that's it. Now let's look at his styles. Now he's got 8 of them. The important one, I would say, the goal master, finisher, target man, wing player, area control. He's supposed to be good in the air, dribble master, long shot specialist, sniper, and acrobatic. Acrobatic is surprisingly important for a striker, okay? What it does is, in the event that you cross behind the striker, right, if a striker has the acrobatic style, he can do the bicycle kick. As I have seen a few times from my World Best Ibra, he does bicycle kick from time to time. Work rate is not ideal, mid low, okay, not very good, and his trade is just the fitness shot. In terms of price, he's averaging about 79 million, which is cheap by today's standard. Alright, so without further ado, let's go into the in-game analysis and see if I will be surprised by him. Okay, so first things first, I would say that he has decent pace, not blistering by any stretch of the imagination. Good enough to stay ahead of the defender, but I would say not good enough to outpace a defender, especially those players with upgraded defenders, if you get what I mean, like, you know, +7, Ramos, that kind of thing. It's difficult for him to outpace them, but if he is in front of them already, he most likely can stay in front of them, okay? Next thing is his area ability. Now, even though his jump stats is quite low, his heading is not very high, but I'm quite surprised in this sense by his heading ability. Like the first goal that I scored, he leaped really high, like way above the defender and hit the ball into the net. So that is something that Benzema users can look forward to. His area ability is quite good. Even though his strength and his balance is quite low, I find him surprisingly tanky. In the sense, like, he feels a bit like Higuain, like 10 World Cup Higuain. Like, it's got this tankiness to him. He doesn't fall over easily. He can hold up the ball. In the event that he takes damage, most of the time he can still keep the ball, so that is going to be very helpful. Next thing is his predatory instinct. Now this is something that I'm not sure if stats can reflect. Like when you use certain striker, sometimes you feel like they are not there. Case in point being EC Giroud, okay? I've used Giroud and I find it so difficult to find him in the box. Like, I don't know why, either he's slow or he likes to stay at the edge of the box. He's never at the end of the crosses. Whereas Benzema, even though his attacking work rate is just mid, but he is always on the end of crosses. You know, whenever you're in the attacking third on your wings, he's in the box waiting. So he kind of live up to my impression of him being a fox in the box, okay? Last good thing about him is obviously his 5-star skill. That is a major advantage as compared to other Benzemas. It allows him to create his own chances rather than relying on supplies. As you know, without the 5-star, sometimes it's difficult for you to beat the defender and generate your own chance. So this is a big plus. In terms of weakness, I would say he don't have many, to be honest. Now, the Benzema that I use has the new player buff because I opened him straight from pack. So I'm worried that after the buff wears off, his strength and his balance might normalize and he start falling over a lot. So that might be an issue and something that I will take into account if I'm thinking of buying Benzema. Other than that, he don't really have a lot of big weakness. Like, he's good in things but just not outstanding, but he's not bad in anything at all. So he's like average player. Overall, I would rate him a 7 out of 10. He's not fantastic, let's be honest, but he's not bad as well. So like, he's above average for everything. He's fast but not super fast. He's strong but not super strong. He's tall but not super tall. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so he's like a mid-range player, a second-tier player, I would say. Is he worth it at 79 million? I would say he's cheap, but I wouldn't advise you to buy him if you have an established team, if you are game rich. If you have the money, you can go for the top tier strikers because he's definitely second tier. But if you have just started playing the game, you don't top up a lot, you don't really have a lot of EP, you are looking for a cheap option, then yes, he is definitely one to go for because of his 5-star skills, decent height, decent pace. 79 million is good for beginners, for mid-range players, but if you're on a high-end, high-level, crazy teams, then you probably can look for other ones. Alright, and with that, I'd like to end this video. Hope you guys find this helpful once again, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see further reviews, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.